Yo, what is going on, guys? Happy freaking Wednesday. We have had a crazy ass week this last week. I've really pulled the reins back on showing up because we just moved into this new spot. So, super excited to be here. We are out here in La Jolla. This is the new bedroom. Looks super clean, and we got the nice view of the ocean right out here, which is very nice. Sad to leave the downtown apartment, but honestly, this is just going to be a better situation for everyone we live with. But I have a really awesome guest that I'm going to be bringing on and interviewing for you guys. He's a client of mine that has gone through the personal trainer's business course, and he freaking crushed his first month. In his first month, he was able to clear the $10,000 mark in 30 days. But he has a really interesting backstory. So this is actually a friend of mine who I've known for quite some time. So I actually knew him before I started mentoring personal trainers, and he had a very large page. So he has a page of about 60 to 70,000 followers. And he's like the first influencer I've worked with. So we're going to bring him on to this interview, and we are going to pick his brain about what it means to have likes and followers, and also what it means to generate business for your business, right? Do you need likes, followers, and tons of engagement to have a profitable business? So we're going to bring him in here really quickly. I'll go ahead and see if I can add him. But one thing I wanted to mention as well is that tomorrow webinar that's going to teach you guys what you guys need to know to go full-time with your online coaching business. So
Yo,
there.
what's up, Zach?
On, brother? How you doing, man?
Good.
Dude, awesome. So really quickly, I'm going to finish up the thought that I was just rambling on about. Guys, tomorrow, doing a live webinar where I'll be teaching you guys how to go full-time with your online coaching business. We are going to be going over the 5 pillars of business and teaching you guys how to apply them into your coaching business to take your coaching business full-time. Now, Timmy has gone through the course. He has learned what these 5 pillars are. And, you know, when he first started, he was texting me messages saying like, dude, this information has literally changed my business. And I can imagine that it'll probably never be the same again, for the better, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Awesome, dude. So, guys, this is Timmy. He's a really good friend of mine and a client. He did really well. Like I mentioned, he has generated over $10,000 in his first 30 days on the business course. So I just wanted to bring you in here and, you know, give you the opportunity to talk about your experience going through the course, talk about what you've learned.
Right.
And you have a very unique stance on this because you came into this program with thousands and thousands of followers.
Right.
But you weren't hitting that 10K mark beforehand. So I just kind of wanted to talk about, you know, what changed and what you learned to really implement it. So really what we can start with is just, you know, give the people a backstory as to who you are and where you come.
Yeah, I mean, before, you know, I started off as an in-person trainer like most trainers usually do. I always wanted to take on the online side, but, you know, I started at Crunch Fitness. I was training people in person, you know, not making very much there. Maybe like I was happy if I made, you know, $900 in 2 weeks. Like that was a good 2-week check.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good experience though. I worked with a lot of people, and once I broke off from that, and this whole time it took over the course of like 3 years trying to figure out the online coaching side. I had no structure really. I would pick up clients here and there, but it wasn't like I didn't have any strategies that I could use to actually pull in new clients, and I was just kind of expecting them to, you know, come to me. That's why I focused so hard on growing the Instagram, you know, because I thought eventually I'd hit a point where my business just blew up, but that was just kind of wishful thinking. You still have to put in the work. You still have to, you know, sign people up. You can't just expect people to just click on your link and pay you right there. You know, you have to kind of show your value. And that's kind of what I started doing, you know, when I hopped on on your course was changing my content to be so people saw me not as like a fitness model or influencer, because that's never what I wanted to be. I wanted to be like a personal trainer first, help as many people as I can. But my Instagram was more people. I was getting a lot of likes, like you said, a lot of follows, but that it really doesn't mean you're gonna grow your business just from that.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
I can relate with you on that too, because that's actually where I got my start too. Because before I started my coaching business, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get a ton of followers and then I'll get clients.
Right.
Right? So I focused so much on growth, 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 growth. And where I found myself was like I had 30,000 followers,
Yeah.
but I was working as a busser at a restaurant. And it was like the most embarrassing time of my life because I'm like, here I am with my sleeves rolled up, the buff guy at work with 30,000
Right.
followers, but like, yeah, go clean up my tables, busboy. Like I'm like, fuck, man, what am I doing? But so I'd like to kind of touch on that a little bit because you have put so much time and effort into growth, and you've built this massive page. But why do you think it wasn't working to get clients? Like you had this page, but you were relying on an in-person job.
Yeah.
What
I
was
think what in the course you kind of talk about how people are usually like a little lazy. You have to kind of give them a little push. And that kind of really changed my mindset because, I was thinking if people want me to be their coach, they'll just reach out. But I actually signed up a lot of new clients who, after they signed up, they were super grateful. And they said, after I did some like DM outreach, they really thanked me for reaching out to them first because, they didn't want to make the first step, but they always had it in the back of their mind that they wanted to work with me as their coach. So that was like, wow, there's a lot of people that if I just reach out to them and, hop on a call with them, talk about their goals, I could actually help a lot more people than just kind of waiting for them to make the first step.
Dude,
Yeah.
absolutely. And yeah, that's what a lot of people think too, is that they're going to get a bunch of followers and they're going to have this such a monumental pull, like gravitational pull to where they'll pull in all
Right.
these leads. But
Yeah.
even with, hundreds of thousands of followers, it's still not enough to take your business full time, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to touch on because we've covered followers versus
Yeah.
owning your business owning your page like an influencer versus owning your page like a business owner. Very two different approaches.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to how you run your page, now that you know how to run your page like a business for your business to get clients, how is that different than how you were running it before?
Yeah, it's different because now I have like like I have structure. I wake up, I know I can set a poll up on my Instagram and I can get leads through that. And then I just reach out to a lot of those leads.
Mm-hmm.
Versus before, I didn't really, I think the problem with online coaching is there's not a lot of information out there. Like you go on YouTube and there's not, I was trying to figure it out for 3 years and didn't really find much. I saw a lot of your clients having success, with less followers. And I knew there's something I was doing wrong. And obviously I learned as I went through the course and the mentorship, and it's just little daily tasks. I'm treating it more like a business than just like, I'm an influencer. People are gonna, sign up for my coaching. All I have to do is post stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are some of the biggest things. Just waking up, having ways of not just hoping for clients to come to me, but I can actually go and grind it out. If I put in the work, I can get clients.
Good. So having like a predictable method of
Yeah, exactly. Like it's more predictable. It's just how many people can I reach out to, and the more conversations I have, the more customers I'll have.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this, man. I want to, because I know you have a lot of experience with in-person training.
Yeah.
I know you still do really like in-person training, but I also want to kind of highlight the pros and cons for each.
Mm-hmm.
What did your in-person training business model look like? How many hours were you working? How much were you able to pull? And what's the opportunity look like with online coaching? Like, what are the pros and cons with that?
I think there's like 3 steps I took with like like working at a big box gym. You're just training. They literally wouldn't let me train more than one person per hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I was limited to only training one person in an hour, and that's trading, each hour for, a monetary, I was making like $20 because Crunch takes about 60%. I keep 40%.
Mm-hmm.
So even on a $50 session, I would make $20 an hour. The way to scale it in person was when I started working at a private gym, Pivotal Sports Performance, and I learned from those trainers how to like do group training, like semi-private, where I could take up to 5 people per hour. So that was a little bit more scalable, but you're still capped at a certain point because you're still meeting with those people in person. You know, you can only work so many hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Online is like, it's pretty much unlimited, you know. And you've shown a few ways to scale it even past, you know, a certain point as well.
Perfect. Now, let's say that someone, because I've gotten into conversations with people who are like, yeah, you know, I want to, you know, do online coaching, but I still want to do in-person training as well.
Yeah.
Would you say that what you've learned inside the course is applicable to both?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've gotten like a lot more. It's mostly just, I was missing, like, I know I'm a good trainer. I know I can help people get results. I just didn't have really good sales or like marketing skills. And I thought marketing was just posting pictures of myself on Instagram, but you know, now I know a little bit more insight to how to do it correctly and, you know, how to position myself as a coach. And yeah, man, it's really changed the game because now I get a lot of, I'm getting more in-person people and online. So it helps for, even if you're an in-person trainer, you should still learn these strategies. I wish I had this, you know, 3 years ago, even at Crunch, because it would have helped me just with, you know, all of that.
Yeah, dude. And I always tell people too, it's like inside the personal trainer's business course, it's a lot of like universal business principles applied to the fitness coaching business, but you can take those lessons and apply it to any business that you create afterward. Right? It's literally, you can take it to in-person, you can take it to online, you can then become a relationship coach and work there. Like,
you can do anything with it.
No, for real. Yeah, you can really do, you can do anything you want, man. And that's why I say, like, after you take the course, you learn skills that will forever prevent you from ever being broke again in your life, because at any point you can just generate money and income when you desire it, right? So something that was really awesome, your story and your success, is that within your first 30 days you're able to clear that 10K mark, man. And from my understanding, it was your first time doing it, so I'd love to talk to you about, you know, what that felt like, what that was like, and just what it took to get you over the hump.
Yeah, I mean, 10K was like, that's a big win for me because, you know, that's allowed. I mean, it just gives me motivation if I could do it once, and I'm already on track this month to do over 10K again. So it's always been a goal to be, you know, consistent with that. But yeah, dude, I still really can't believe it. 10K, even saying that, you know, because that's more, you know, that's a lot for me. But I know if I keep it consistent, it's just, there's just so many ways for it to grow, you know. But yeah, I mean, it still doesn't seem real, for sure.
Dope, dude. Dope. Yeah. I'm super pumped, and I'm also pumped to hear that you're about to do it again, man. I tell people that it will literally change your life, man. It will literally change your life to start from thinking, instead of thinking like stressed, like how am I gonna make it, start thinking more opportunity.
Yeah, I guess what it changed too for me was like, I always was thinking of like a backup plan. Like, what if fitness, you know, doesn't work for me? Now I feel like 10K like makes me feel, if I can do that consistently, it makes me really comfortable that I could keep doing what I love, you know, and I don't have to work a regular like 9 to, because that's my worst fear is like I have to quit being a personal trainer. I have to get like a regular, you know, 9 to 5 job. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just, I want to keep doing what I love to do and make a living off of it, you know?
I want to touch on that really quick because that is a really, really big fear that I had lived with for most of my entire life is, you know, if this doesn't work, what's my backup plan? And it's really interesting to hear you say that as well, because I just want to highlight the point. It's like, dude, so many people think that, oh, I need to build my page. I need to build my page. I need to build my page. But like, dude, even if you build your page, it doesn't guarantee success. Right?
Yeah.
You need to learn the skills of business. You need to learn how to outreach. You need to learn how to sell. You need to learn how to market yourself. And you can have 1,000 followers and be making the same 10 grand a month as someone with 100,000 followers if you had those skills.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, followers doesn't always mean you're making money, because I had, I think I still had around like 50,000 followers when I was at Crunch, and that was when I was making like 900 every 2 weeks. So it's like,
now you make
you
that
gotta learn the business side of things, and you gotta treat your Instagram like a business. And you gotta get the right followers, people that want to learn from you, not just, look at, pictures, or it's position, like you cover in the course, positioning yourself right. I wish I did that from the beginning, but now a lot of people, I'm finding out, saw me as a coach. Just I wasn't reaching out to a lot of people either. So I was just kind of like posting a picture and waiting for people to come, which isn't, ideally a good strategy.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, man, because you're now on both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to run your page like an influencer, and what does it mean to run your page like a business owner?
I think changing it from like, being about yourself into how you're helping other people, not just your own. It's good to show your journey, but show how you're helping your clients too. And I think that's a big thing too, is I want to show that, I'm not a fitness model. I'm a personal trainer. Look at, like, I've gotten good results for myself, but look at, my clients' results. They're getting results. Their lives are changing. I think that helps a lot. I think for like any coaches that are trying to grow their online presence, start by like showing off your clients and their results as well, and how you. Did it lag out for a second? I think it kind of lagged. Can you hear me?
Yo, good.
Okay, there it goes. Yeah, lagged out for a
Awesome.
second. Did you
Yeah,
catch that at the end?
connection here, it'll jump around. But awesome, dude. I have a couple more questions for you. Just because you have the experience being on both sides, let's say that someone wants to start their online coaching business, but they feel like they want to go work in person first, or they feel like they need to build the following first. What would you recommend for all these other things first?
Say the first part again. Like a person that wants to like start online coaching, but they want to do like in person first at like a big box gym.
Yeah. Say they think they want to do big box gym, or they want to build a team first, but they have these other things that they think that they need to do first before, starting their own business.
I think just do both. Like actually, like start the online coaching as soon as possible, because that's the one that's going to take you like the furthest. But I think it's good to do both in the beginning and get experience with people, as long as it's not like it's hard to say, because when I worked at Crunch, I was still like really young and I didn't need a lot. But yeah, I mean, I'm making more, from, I mean, you can do both. That's probably the biggest thing, because I get a lot of guys that ask me too, like, Tim, where should I start? I want to be a trainer like you, but I want to get certified. Like it's usually, I think those are kind of like, as long as they're not barriers holding you back, just do them. Because sometimes people will tell me like for the longest time that, oh, I need to get certified first, or I need to get, I need to work at a big box gym. But you can do the online coaching on this, you know, kind of on the side, and until you feel comfortable enough to take it full time. You don't have to
Dude,
like,
yeah, that's the best advice too. I always say the same thing. I'm always like, dude, you can do both. There's no reason why
yeah,
you can't start the online coaching at the
yeah,
same time you're starting education or the same time you're starting an in-person job, because
yeah.
the sooner you get your online coaching going, the sooner you can make that your full-time thing.
Yeah, and I think you should do the online coaching like as soon as possible because, um, yeah, like you want to get that going, like you said, because that's the one that you can actually have a lot more freedom with online coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You're not you could trap. I mean, you could be anywhere in the world, and that's the coolest part for online coaching for me, and that's probably my next step is eventually I want to be at the point where I can just say like I'm gonna go to Hawaii, you know, and as long as you have your laptop with you, you know, you can still coach your clients, and that's the power of online coaching.
Dude, I love it. I love it, man. And I'll give you a little update too. So, Timmy had referred to me a person who was asking him about online coaching. His name was Francis, and Francis is
Yeah,
now a client of mine.
yeah,
Dude, absolute savage. This kid is
I
19
know.
years old. He's 19 years old, and when I reached out to
Yeah,
him, I didn't think he was going to react or anything just because he was so young. I was
yeah,
just like, you know what, I'll go in the right direction just because I want to help. And
yeah,
we got a call. He was super hungry, and I didn't think he was going to close, honestly, but he
yeah,
pretty much invested everything he had into the
yeah,
course at 8 years old. He's like, do I need a certification? I'm like, dude, honestly, like, it'd be better to get started with your business first.
yeah,
And literally within his first week, he sold a $1,800 package, got paid $1,800 in one day off of
yeah.
one client. Dude, and then he also sold some more. He made his money back. He's already returned.
Oh
He already
yeah,
returned his
yeah,
money.
yeah. He
19 years
texted
old.
me. Yeah, he texted me the other day and was like, dude, like I can't thank you enough for, you know, when I reached out to you for referring me to Zach. Because right when he asked me, I gave him like what I thought about it, and then I just said, just go to Zach, dude. Because if I had Zach when I was your age, like all that knowledge, I'd be way ahead of the game. And he thanked me yesterday and was like, dude, this is literally changing his life. So it's
Yeah.
that made me really happy because it's like, wow, you know,
Yeah. And that was crazy to me, but honestly, I can't think of, or like the standard 19-year-old, I feel like holds themselves back because they feel like they have to, get a certification or go work
right,
at a
yeah,
gym. And here's this kid who he's like, dude, I'm just going to give you everything. He quit his job. He signed his money back, and dude, now the rest of his life is going to be different from, the standard run of the mill,
oh yeah, yeah.
which I think is crazy. But,
Because he
uh,
sees the potential. If he could do that, you know, within his first week, imagine a year from now when he really, you know, dials everything in, like, and stays
or,
consistent with it. Like,
or 5 years from now when he's our age,
oh,
23,
oh
24.
my gosh, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be way ahead of the game. Like,
Dude,
that's so awesome.
game over, dude. He was telling me he's already talking. He was watching like Wolf of Wall Street motivational videos. Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I'm so happy for that guy.
All right, man. Well, dude,
All
thank you
right.
so much for taking the time to chat, man, and sharing your story. I'm super pumped for you, and we're gonna get more 10K months for you here pretty soon. So,
Oh yeah.
uh, keep up the good work. And for anyone who is watching this, his Instagram handle it's _Timmy_B, correct?
Yep.
Cool. So guys, go give him a follow, go shoot him a like. He'll probably outreach you, but it's all love. But yeah,
Yeah.
Timmy, thank you so much, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, Zach. Later.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening in to Timmy's story. What I wanted to mention, guys, is if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the Personal Trainer's Business Course, if you guys want to learn how to get started with your online coaching business so you can start signing clients from a beach in Hawaii like Timmy wants to, or you just want to start, just getting the business going. I'm hosting this live webinar where I'll be showing you guys exactly what you need to know to get started. So to register for that webinar, all you need to do is click the link in my bio and register for the webinar. If you can't make the webinar, a replay will actually be sent out to you the next day. So register anyway, because you will have access to the training. From there, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll chat soon.